ever wonder what is the better items to get in your starter kit? I am here to help you. My name is Tina Kavrigic, and I am Northern Stamper. I am located just east of Toronto in Ajax, and I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And guess what? Stampin' Up! Has got a great new deal starting on January the 5th. Now, so they have a deal that they have actually now changed that you can have 3 options on adding to your starter kit. The option number 1 is you can get the new Boho Blue, which is a new color coming out in April, of a mini cut and emboss machine. Now this one is not blue, but you can choose that if you want, and for $175 plus some goodies up to $225. Now $175 for that. Option number 2 is getting the white mini cut and emboss machine, getting some goodies, and paying $175 for that. Now, you know what? There is a third option. The third option is just choosing $225 worth of goodies and paying only $135. Now, those are the 3 different options. Though they may seem confusing, you may be wondering, which option should I choose? Now, they've given you all these great options, and then you can add on this and that and that and different price. I'm here to help you decide which one to get. And actually, so it is truly up to you on what you want to fit in your starter kit. If you want to go with the mini machine, go right ahead. Choose that one, option number 1 or option number 2, and get the mini starter machine. But I personally, putting that down, I personally like option number 3. Now that is, you can choose $225 worth of goodies, only paying $135, and I'm going to tell you what to buy and the strategies and tips that I've learned over this time. So what I suggest to you, first of all, joining in January. One of the big things is you want to join in January so that you can get the full amount of time that you can be an active demonstrator. So being an active demonstrator also includes getting 20% off all of your orders, or even up to 25% off. And that is anything with the exception of the large Stampin' Emboss machine. The only time that you can get that deal, that large Stampin' Emboss machine, is in the starter kit. So you get 20 to 25% off everything, even if it's on sale, on clearance, on whatever. So you're going to save lots of money that way. Now, the reason I like option number 3 is because now, if you are new to crafting and you don't have any supplies, or you have some supplies and you want to get started, and you want to add, this is what I truly suggest, okay? Now, between the mini cut and emboss machine and the regular size cut and emboss machine, there is a price difference. The mini, of course, is a minier price. But the large cut and emboss machine, though you may think you don't have room, it is very tiny, folds up very small. But the great thing is you're going to use this larger one way more than you're going to use that little mini. The mini's okay, but the large one is actually a lot better value overall in your crafting life. So, and that's what you want to get. Now this is regular $170, sorry, my mistake, $170. But if you think about it, if you place that in your starter kit, you still have, okay, I'm going to write this down, you still have money left over, okay? So you're going to join, and you're going to get the starter kit, get the large cut and emboss machine, okay? So that's the first thing. You want to add that to your kit. Now, another suggestion to add to your starter kit is to get the ink bundle of In Colors, okay? So you want to do that because in the bundle, even if you add it to your starter kit, you're going to save 10% on the overall bundle as opposed to just buying them separately. So you want to get the overall bundle of the In Colors, and that's 5 ink pads. Okay, so you're going to add that to your starter kit. And that is a good way to start because it's going to give you some of the colors that are in the catalog that will match, and you'll be very happy with the colors that are all together. Okay, so you're going to get the ink pad In Colors bundle. So you're going to add that. Now that's going to leave you with $5.50 left over to add into your starter kit. Now you might be wondering, what the heck could I add for $5.50? Well, guess what? You're going to add a little bit of liquid glue to your kit, and that is going to take you right up to $225 without going a penny over. Now another good reason to do this is you used up all the money that they've given you. Okay, you've got your machine, you've got your inks and your glue. Now, because you are not paying shipping and you are not paying taxes, you're going to save that money on shipping and taxes. So that's why you want to get the large cut emboss machine with as your starter kit. Okay, so that is one of the strategies for getting your starter kit. So I'm going to show you as it is written down. It's very fancy here, I know. So you're going to get the kit. You're going to get the machine, the inks, and the glue. And that's a $225 value. You pay only $135, no shipping, no taxes. So you have your kit. So you know what? And that kit, that cut and emboss machine, is going to go a lot further than you think it is. It's a lot more useful. You're going to use it more, though. It's heavy. It's going to stay in place, which is a good thing that you want. So you're going to do that. Let's take a look again. Okay. And one other thing, when you join, you want to choose a demonstrator that is active, that is fun, that's got a lot of things going, and that you can contact anytime. And guess what? That's me. I'm always a lot of fun. I have a very active team. We do a lot of things together. If you want to be in the team and joining on our Zoom calls or whatever, go right ahead. If you don't want to, that's okay. I'm here to answer all your questions. Some of the questions are, how can I make my quota? So if you want to continue on as a demonstrator, there is strategies for that too, and I'm here to help you. Okay, so a lot of people are worried, do I have to host parties or do classes or sell to my friends? No, you don't. I do it because I love to share it. You know what? You can just get your kit and craft along with us, or craft along by yourself. Oh, there's something in my eye. And you know what? That is absolutely fine. Just get the deal for yourself, right? If you want to continue as a demonstrator, okay, there is a quota that you need to meet every quarter, which is every 3 months. But with the starter kit, because you join in January, you don't have to get your quota until June, the end of June. So that is 6 months that you can reach your quota for that quarter. So that is called, they use it like points, petrol points. It's kind of like petrol points and stuff like that. So 300 in a quarter. So you have until June to reach that if you want to continue. Now there is also a strategy, and here are some strategies and tips for you to reach that quota within those certain time frames. You know what? They are actually, in the long run, it is much more valuable to you to continue to purchase then drop, like get the starter kit and then drop, and then get the starter kit in like 6 months or 9 months from now, and then drop. You're kind of cutting yourself short in the long run, because Stampin' Up! Offers so many free items. They give you like stuff there's a lot more benefit to continuing as a demonstrator than not. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to get the kit and then I'll drop, and then in a year from now I'll get another one. You know what? Honestly, you are cutting yourself short. You're missing out on a lot of free stuff that is offered to you. So you don't want to continue to join and drop all the time. Find a team that you like and stick with it. Talk to your upline or your demonstrator to find out a way, what is their tips and tricks to keep active, okay? So if you were with me, now I've had people ask me, how do I continue on as a demonstrator and reach those benefits? One of the first things is, after your starter kit, okay, so you got your machine and you got those ink pads and everything. It's a good start. And then you want to add your next purchase. Now you're going to save 20% right off the bat on your next purchase from that. And so right now, between January and February, they have Celebration going on. And in Celebration, they give you free stuff. Oh my goodness, you know what? At some point, I get so much of free stuff, it's just ridiculous. They give you free stuff in January and February for reaching like $60 or $120 or whatever market is at $60 each level. So my strategy and suggestion to you is to place that first order in January, maybe February if you want, but reaching those marks, so $60, $120, $180, whatever it is, okay? So you want to do that because you will qualify for free items from the Celebration. Now, if you don't have stamp sets, this is a good way to start building it, because they have stamp sets in here. They have stamp sets just with sentiments. They have stamp sets, with some cute little owls now. It's a great way to start. Not only that, so you get a stamp set, and then say at the 120 level, you choose a designer series paper for free. So you're already getting some items for free. So your first order, let's just take an example. You're going to place your first order and you want to reach a level of $250 worth of goods, okay? So the reason you want that is so you can get four items, or any combination from the Celebration, okay? Now that is actually quite a lot. But not only that, the 4 items that you get from Celebration, you also get rewards, and they give you like a 10% of whatever 240 is. So that's $24 worth of more product that you can add for free from either the annual catalog or the mini catalog. Okay, so does that make sense? If you have any questions, drop me an email at northernstamper.com, and I will help explain that a little bit more. Now, the next thing about your first order, so you want to reach that $240 threshold so you can get free items. Now, you're wondering, what the heck can I order for $240? Well, let's look at our basics. We want to get Memento black ink. Woohoo! There we go. And then you're going to add a block D, because that's one of the favorites. That's actually one of the most standard sizes, block D. You're going to add a trimmer. Now, the reason I suggest a trimmer is because they have the scoring blade and the cutting blade on the same one. It's nice and wide. I love this thing. I've ordered 3 of them. And you know what? I actually use all 3 of them. Not at the very same time. That's a silly question. So you want that. Also, you're going to choose a bundle, right? So like the Frame Florets bundle, which is a die, which works in the new machine that you purchased, and a stamp set. So see, you can color these. You just need black. Pretty simple. Okay, goes with your black ink and your block. Okay, so you got that. You need some cardstock, right? Because in our starter kit, we got those pretty colors. Well, guess what? Get a variety pack of in colors that you've purchased to match your ink pads. Okay, so there we go. Got our ink pads, and that's going to match. Okay, You want a variety pack so you can see what colors that you like. All right. Oh my goodness, we still got more. So you're going to add a package of basic white cardstock. Now the reason I like Stampin' Up! Is because they do not have a waxy film on, as opposed to the large crafting conglomerate store that shall not be named. They place something on it that the ink doesn't quite dry, it takes forever, and when you touch it, it smudges. Stampin' Up! Doesn't have that waxy paper on, so that's why I buy all my cardstock from Stampin' Up! Because you know what? It's awesome. What else can you add to that first order? Get some glue, get some embellishments, get some ribbon. Oh my goodness. And you know what? You still have more to purchase if you want. So that's going to take you up to $171. So you still have, with your discount, $100 worth of product left to choose. Now that's going to give you 4 celebration items, which is a great deal, plus $24 worth of free rewards that you can purchase anything else you want, like envelopes, more sets, right? So the idea is you want to reach $240 level. You want that level, okay, by the end of February. So that's your very first order, all right? So beyond that, you have until the end of June to fill up that quarter of Stampin' Up! Product, and it's only another, I think it was $100 and some odd dollars. So there is a way, and you do not, I'm telling you, you do not want to like join and drop and join and drop and join and drop, because you really are cutting yourself short, okay? So again, get the starter kit. Oh, don't forget to join with me because I'm a lot of fun. Get a large Stamp and Emboss machine, or you know what, choose whatever option works for you. Get the mini if you like, but honestly, in the long run, that's what you want, the larger one. Join with me. Let's see. Ask me questions. I am here to help you get the most out of everything that you purchase. If you have questions, give me a call. You need suggestions or inspiration, either come over or let's book a Zoom call and craft together. I'm here to help you make the most of what you've purchased. If you have items already and you just want to tweak it and add to your crafting supply, this is a good way to go. I'm here to help you use what you have on hand. You don't have to buy everything that's new. I do not suggest doing that. There is a strategy, and they have a lot of great stuff coming out throughout the year. Okay? If you have any questions, drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. I'm here to help you make the most of your money, to get the most out of every purchase that you make. Please do not worry or think that you're bothering me. This is what I'm here for, okay? Any questions, drop me an email. And I hope you'll consider grabbing the starter kit with me this week and getting some really good items from Celebration, the annual catalog, the mini catalog, and it doesn't matter where you're located in Canada, we service everywhere. So I hope you'll consider that, start your wish list, and let's get started. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on a team meeting call. Take care.